So we saw quotient rule already. And this is probably my favorite part of expand. If I write things in expanded form, this is my favorite part. Okay? If I take something like x to the power of 5, and I divide that by 2x's, this is one of my favorite things in math to do. Cancel, 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 cancel. Oh, how many x's are left? Yes, Emma? Oh, what's going on? Oh, it's frozen. Sorry, that's why. There you go. Almost got it figured out. Okay, so all I did there, sorry, I'll zoom in. All I did was write 5 x's on the top. I just expanded it, and then 2 x's on the bottom. And then, like I said, this is one of my favorite things to do. You just start canceling stuff. X divided by x is 1. It looks like if I were to, I'd have x divided by x, x divided by x. Okay, and all I'm left with is the 3 x's. So that means my answer will be x cubed. Okay. Now, inherently in doing that, you've developed the quotient rule or the division rule for power laws. Okay? Which tells you if you have things of the same base, one divided by the other, you subtract the exponents. And that's the fast, quick way. Okay? So something like this one here is going to be x to the power of 6 take away 4. Okay? For the same reason, if I wrote all that out, 4 x's on the bottom would cancel out with 4 x's on the top, and you'd be left with just x squared on top. Okay, I don't need to do the next one. Okay, but the last one maybe I do need to do. Okay. This is two x's on the top and bottom. Completely cancel each other out. So what's the answer? X divided by x is 1. X divided by x is 1. What's our answer? Yes, Elizabeth? I heard a 0, but the answer is 1. Okay. Don't mistake canceling stuff for it being 0. It's not that it's 0. It's that you are dividing something by itself, which we know as being 1, not 0. Now, if you were to do this, instead of the expanded version, if you were to do this and just apply your power law, this is what you're going to get. X to the 2 minus 2. That's x to the 0, everybody's friend. What's that? Anything to the power of 0 is? 1. There you go. Okay, any questions or comments, concerns with that? So now we're going to have some fun with the rest of this. Okay. Which one do you want me to do? Ooh, E's a toughie. Wow. Okay, what do you want me to do? All of them? Okay, all of them. All right. Numbers with numbers. X's with X's. Y's with Y's. So I get a new line. Numbers is just division. Just do your normal division. -8 divided by 4 be -2. That takes care of the numbers. X to the 6 minus 5, y to the 7 minus 5. It's -2x to the power of 1, y squared. Okay, the next one, numbers, A's Ooh, they're trying to be tricky here. Okay, there's a little key distinction here. Okay, what does the dot imply? I know we've talked about this. Yes, Elizabeth? Right. Okay. And so it's not a plus sign. If it was a plus sign, we'd have some problems, but it's not a plus sign. Okay? It's explicitly multiplication in the top. So here's what you can do. What do I want to do here? What do I want to do for you? I know what I would do with a grade 11 class, but this class, I don't know. Just seeing this for the first time. I don't want to do this in a way that everybody goes, what just happened?
We'll do it and then we'll see.
Oh, okay. You want me just to write an answer? Make sense of it. All right. All right. Numbers with numbers. A's with A's. They're trying to be tricky with this question. It's a good question. B's with B's, and then the C's with the C's. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to write a simplified top? Let's just write a simplified top. So we're going to get 60, add these two exponents, right? The 3 and the 4, 60a to the 7, b cubed, c squared. All divided by 30a squared, b squared, c squared. This is a lot easier to navigate than I was giving you credit for. So 60 divided by 30 is going to be 2. A7, take away 2. B cubed, take away 2. C2, take away 2. 2. A5, B1, C0. 2. A5B. Any problems with that? Yes, Ollie.
Doesn't the C turn into a 1 instead of just completely?
Yeah, that's why I didn't write it. So it'd be the same thing as multiplying by 1, which just kind of looks funny. So I just don't write it. Is that okay? Always remember, if something turned into a 0, it would wipe out everything that it's attached to, right? Because 0 times anything is 0. Okay, so when something disappears, if there's still stuff there, it's not that it's 0, it's 1. And you don't need to write the 1s because 1 times anything is itself. Okay, so that's where that went. That's a good point, Ollie. Okay, you don't need that 1 there though. Okay, next one. How about you don't write division like this and we write it like 10x cubed y4 over 2y cubed. Ten divided by 2 is 5. There is no x's in the bottom, so we're just x cubed, y to the 4 minus 3. So our answer is going to be 5x cubed y 1. Okay, D. I'll let everybody get caught up. Sorry, I'm going quite fast. I'll let everybody write. Okay, and then we all need to be on board for E because that looks a little not so nice. Okay, you let me know when you get there, and I'll know when people's eyes are looking up. Yeah, shut that door. They're ruining my videos. Okay, this one looks like fun. It's fun for me, not fun for you. All right. Let's revisit some power rules. The 5 goes to everything. Okay. Now I'm going to make one little subtle change to this. Okay, and you tell me if you like it or not. Everybody following with that? Did I break any rules? You tell me. Did I break any rules? Okay, this is a good question to test your algebra skills, right? And just applying your skills to whatever sort of situation that's put in front of you. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do now. I have 2 common bases here. I have 2 common bases with the m's, and I have a common base with the n's. So here's what I'm going to write. Okay, you all tell me if you agree with that or not. That particular question would have been a sheer nightmare to deal with had you tried to expand out those 2/3s from the very beginning. That would have been awful. Apply your power rules to no matter what's there. It's not that you can't get the right answer by doing all that stuff, putting the 5 into the 2 and the 3, but then you're going to have fractions inside of fractions at the end of the question, and that's not my favorite thing to deal with in the world. I'm assuming it's yours as well. Not yours as well. Fractions are probably not on your top 5 list, let alone fractions inside of fractions. Okay? Is everybody happy with that? That's a tricky question.